Okay. I'm recording this podcast on an iPad that's at 3% battery.
Holy shit.
We need to talk about System Shock. It just got a VR mod. You literally have been waiting months for this
Yes,
mod.
I'm so sorry, Ashok. The creator of the System Shock mod has been giving us little updates for like the last month on how good this is going to be, and he's finally released it. It's a plugin for UEVR, so it feels like a native VR mod, which is great. Some people don't know that UEVR is in fact a mod platform to make your mod on top of, in addition to being something that a user can use to just like inject into VR.
Yeah, so for context, the mod we were talking about earlier for Star Wars Outlaws is the same concept. They take the bones of it and then they create their own mod on top. They've done this for System Shock, but they've really put some work in to make this. You were saying this feels like the best mod you've played?
Yeah, this is up there. The only thing I can compare it to is Borderlands 3, which has another plugin very, very similar, where it takes care of the object hooking. So like all of the guns immediately are tracked to your controllers. You don't have to configure that yourself. This has a lot of quality of life features for System Shock. It's got manual crouching that you can do, so you physically have to crouch to go through vents and stuff. It does stuff as simple as when you interact with puzzles or like keypads, you can see the UI automatically change depth and size to accommodate the fact that you're looking at something that's closer to your face.
Oh,
because
wow.
most of the time you're
cool.
using a crosshair that like you're interacting with objects, and that is set to a point maybe that's like a meter away from you. But then, of course, when you're interacting with a keypad that's in front of your face, you start to get that kind of cross-eyed look where the cursor goes out of focus for you. So, like, he's even accounted for all of those use cases, which is great.
And what's the gameplay like? What is the gunplay like? How's it feel to play?
When it's not kicking my ass, it's really satisfying to shoot at stuff. It's really good. There's like I've never played System Shock before. I didn't play the original. I haven't played the remake. So this is my first interaction with it. I just know that it's good because people talk about it a lot. But it's got some tiered difficulty at the beginning. So make sure you set this kind of at a level that you...
I hate modding stuff because I'm a big dum-dum. How hard is this to get working with System Shock?
As a fellow dum-dum, I followed the instructions well the second time, but it's only because I skimmed them the first time. It's all on GitHub. You download a plugin and you download the profile for UEVR. It's all bundled in that same link, and he's got all the instructions there as well.
Yeah, cool. And you were saying you have to physically crouch in order to enable the crouch in the game. I know you're the laziest VR person ever. So are you crouching or can you change it to a button?
I had to change it to a button. He actually gives you the instructions for that as well in GitHub. You have to delete a JSON file from the plugin, I think, but he gives you all instructions on how to do that. The plugin actually sets your height automatically as well. So if you're changing the offsets in like Steam VR, or if you're changing the height in the headset, this plugin will override that. And it's just to service whatever is done with the game. So if you're looking at using button crouching, you have to delete the JSON.
And now you just said that it's all on GitHub. Is this a free mod?
Yeah, it is. It is. It's great.
That's super cool that he's just put this out to the community.
Yes.
Did you feel bad about pestering to release it so much?
No, I take credit for pushing this mod, so you're welcome, Ashok.
Yeah. You're saying your peer pressure's got it released.
Exactly.
Awesome. Is there anything else you want to talk about for System Shock?
Two different kind of gameplay modes, right? You're running around, you're shooting stuff, you're exploring, and then there's this...
there's a hacking mode,
There's
right?
a hacking mode, that's right. Yes. So it's it's like called Cyberspace, and it's essentially like a little flight game. Like you're moving around in 3D space and like moving around.
This was the 90s interpretation of what hacking would be, right?
Yes. And it's got all the music to suit as well, which is
sick.
really cool. Yeah. But the sensitivity for that is controlled by the game, the camera sensitivity, and it's way high. So if you are prone to motion sickness, go into the settings and change the camera sensitivity for Cyberspace mode. I think I put it down to like 25 or 30, and that is a little bit easier on the eyes because you're moving at any degree of rotation, and if it's too fast, which is the default, boy, it's a fun time.
Okay, cool. If somebody wants to play this, first of all, check out Is There Any Deal for System Shock. It goes on sale. It came out this year, right?
I think so.
But it does go on sale.
Yeah.
What should they look up to find the mod?
Go to Flat2VR, the Discord, or you can go to probably uevrprofile.com, and they'll probably have something there as well.
Yeah, cool. And you know what? We're going to put a link in the description, so you can check it there too.
Yeah, totally. You're welcome. Something that people sometimes don't know, like me, is that there's actually a little touchpad here on the Quest 2 controller, right? Can you see that?
Well, there's one here too.
Yeah.
There's
Cool.
one there
Oh,
too.
nice. Okay.
There.
Use that. Use that for your pause. Use that for your menu interaction.
Okay.
Because it's way easier than holding down the system button and stuff. That often
Yeah.
is taken over by Steam Link or Air Link or something like that. I feel
And
like
so
that's a
you just
no-brainer.
go into options and then map button pause to bar. Is that how you do it?
I'm using it in the Steam VR input settings.
Gotcha.
But there are other ways to bind it as well. So,
Yeah, cool.
Yeah.
Awesome. All right, System Shock. How do you rate it? What's the
I
final
rated.
verdict?
I played it so long, I forgot to eat dinner. So reality lost, and the game won.
Awesome.